Do you know what's crazy? I haven't gone to any stores. I have not gone to any stores. Surprise, surprise. Are you surprised?
Thank you for calling Douglasville Center. This is how may I help you?
I'm sorry I missed your call.
I was giving you a call to see if there's a time that we could come out and give you a free estimate on your project.
Okay, that's
Are you
fine.
available Monday?
Yeah, Monday is fine.
Okay.
So I have a paint crew coming tomorrow to give me an estimate. And then I have a remodeling crew coming Monday to give me an estimate for the stairs because I want to take the carpet off the stairs. I want to actually redo the staircase. I want this to be exposed. I want the steps to be exposed on the side instead of them being hidden. I think that would just open this area up a little bit more and make it look a lot better. That's one thing I hated about this entryway. I feel like the entryway already is like it's too small. I wish it was a lot bigger. But I'm gonna tell you, like, coming here trying to find a house, it was pretty difficult at that time. That was in 2012, and the housing market in the Atlanta and surrounding areas was jumping. So if you would find a house, like, you couldn't even like schedule to come out to like look at a house if you were like out of town or anything like that, because by the time you got here the house would be gone. So you had to jump on something that you saw, and this had everything that we needed. It wasn't perfect to my liking, but I had to overlook some of those things like the kitchen. The kitchen is not my ideal kitchen, but I just deal with it. And the entryway is not my layout. I'm not a traditional. I like traditional houses. I do, but I kind of like prefer like the Tudor homes, you know. But with all that being said, I could deal with this. I want to remove the carpet from the stairs because that's something that I always hated. And I would like to have like a runner to go on the stairs. But we'll see how much it costs. Who knows? Maybe it's too much and this shit will stay like this because yeah, I'm not finna put a whole bunch of money into a house. Not anymore. This is our third home. But my number one concern right now is really painting this area because I'm tired of this gray. But yo, check out the ceiling. When I put those floating candles up there, and they tell you on the package, they're like, yo, when you put these candles up there, it's going to take the paint off and maybe possibly the ceiling or the wall. And they ain't lying. They was not lying. They were not lying. I'm excited because I've been waiting for a long time to get this done. And it might happen. Do we want the green? Let's see if I want that green right there and how that looks. It is pretty though. Turn that light off. Let's see how that looks with that right there. I think I like that green. It adds a little different twist to it. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Yesterday, my lampshade came in. My lampshade. You remember I told you I'm crazy about lampshades. I am. And I'm really, really excited that now they're starting to give you a better variety, because I've always felt like lampshades, like there were so many missed opportunities, you know? I don't know where this love for lampshades started. It's always been there for me. I love lamps. But let me show you my lampshade. Why do I keep saying lamp? It's my lampshade. It's different, but I like the green. I'm loving the green. I'm loving it. It feels good. I love it with the door. Yes, it's giving a lot of traditional flair. I'm loving that green. And I found a solution for my curtains. So I bought some fabric. Instead of buying new curtains, instead of adjusting the rod, because I really liked the height, I decided to extend the length of the curtains. I bought some fabric. Same fabric. I'm just going to do what I did to the curtains that were in here. You know, I extended them. A little secret, you know. Sometimes the measurements are not exact. They give you, unless you're getting your curtains customly designed, the measurements are not going to be exact. So you have to figure out how to do what you need to do. So I am happy about that. What I'm getting ready to do now is I'm getting ready to watch this show that I've been watching. It's called, what is it called? It's called Younger. That show has it's really been good lately. I have really been enjoying it. So I'll put that back on real quick. Hello? Hi.
John from Foster. How are you doing?
I'm good.
So we had an appointment today at noon.
Yeah. I'm nervous. I have on my red lipstick right now because, anytime you got somebody getting ready to come over and do some work for your house, you need to look right. You need to look the part. So, like I said, John is gone. But listen, John, who is a middle-aged white man, he's been here before. I always find him so amusing every time I talk to him. Yes, he's, Anyways, he really liked my office. He was like, you did a really good job. I was so happy. He's like, oh my gosh, the color. I love the color. I was like, yes. He's like, you did such a good job. And he's like, we were talking about something else. And we're talking about something else. We're talking about color, right? And he says, yeah, I know your type. He was like, I can tell by your office. I can tell what you like. I can tell who you are by your office. I know your type. I was like, John is fresh. John is something else. But yeah, it's good to have really good relationships with people that work on your house. You know what I mean? So I got 2 quotes today. I got a quote for the entryway, the ceiling, the hallway, all of that. And then I got a quote for the basement. I want all of that painted. It's time to refresh this paint. This was never my idea. I'm just now getting around to doing something with it. I'm into house stuff. This is what I like to do. You want to be on my video?
No.
I haven't gotten any footage of you in a long time.
I mean, that's fine.
Nobody's seen you in a long time.
That's fine.
And I'm bored. I want to mess with you a little bit.
I'm gonna stop tickling you now.
Don't tickle me. Like, what was it like when you went to DC? When you was up there, you remember you went to DC? When they had that, not January 6th, but they had something else going on. It wasn't the January 6th riots. But there was another time when you had to go stand up there.
Yeah, that would have been, it was a riot up in D.C. before the January 6th.
Yeah, they were protesting something.
Yeah, it was it the whole I think it was Black Lives Matter?
Wasn't that Black Lives Matter?
Yeah. I think it was the whole Black Lives
And all y'all had to go up there, right?
Yeah.
And then you had, was that MAGA that was in your face?
No, that wasn't MAGA. That was... It was just protesters at the time, you know.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Guys, I went and got a pedicure, manicure. I feel so good right now. I feel so relaxed. I feel so much better. But I will feel even better once I get my hair done. Me and Hubs will probably watch a movie tonight. I don't know what we're gonna watch. We watched Den of Thieves 2 the other day. Y'all, it was so good. If you have not seen if you haven't seen Den of Thieves 2, you need to watch that. Gerard Butler, man, he is so good. He is so amazing. He's like one of my favorite actors for real. I think I've kind of gotten used to being retired. I think I like it. I think it's nice. I'm finally comfortable with like sleeping in. At first, in the beginning, I used to like just get up early, you know, because I was so used to getting up early. I used to just get up early and get dressed. And now it's kind of like I still get up early if I feel like it. But I will also go back to sleep and just lay in bed for a little while. It's just nice to be able to spend quality time with my husband and not have to be like, I'm on a schedule. I ordered a piece of art that has not gotten here yet. It's supposed to be coming from Maine and it has not gotten here yet. And I still have not gotten the quote back from the painter. So I'm going to wait until Monday, Tuesday at the latest, and see what's going on with that. I am obsessed with this color. I finally feel like my normal self. It has been a long time since I really had my hair colored the way I am used to having my hair colored. Before COVID, my hair was about like this, maybe a little bit lighter. I like dark hair, but I feel like the dark hair always made me look sad or something like that. I'm not a sad person. So I feel like my normal self. I feel great. And I love it. And I'm happy.
But if you're always going through life kind of with half measures going, well, if I start this business and it fails, I'll go back to living with my parents and I'll do this other job. You're not going to put your full energy into it. You're not going to give all of yourself into it, and it's probably going to fail.
It's really, it's so true. It reminded me of something I was reading in one of the psychology journals about a study they did with participants where they asked them to do a puzzle and offered them a delicious snack as the reward. And then in one group, they said, this is the only way to get the snack if you do this puzzle. And then in the other group, they said, by the way, the same snack is also available in the vending machine down the hall. And then the people in the second group, where they had a plan B, were less committed to doing the puzzle, spent less time trying to solve it, and did worse in the puzzle. And it's this idea that plan B actually psychologically does distract you from your plan A.
Yeah.
So today is Sunday, and I have therapy in like 2 minutes. See, this is why the feeling wheel is so important, because on here it says that I'm feeling under bad. Like I feel a little bit tired. So tired falls under the bad umbrella. So under tired, you can be tired and sleepy and unfocused, all fall under bad. They're all one grouping. But I don't necessarily feel bad, but that is what is associated with feeling tired. So that's why the feeling wheel is so important, because evidently I do feel kind of bad. Not knowing that I feel bad. That's, how I feel. So I do feel a little tired and unfocused. So I feel bad right now. And that's important to know, because a lot of times you don't even know you're feeling bad. You think you're just feeling tired, unfocused. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I've been staying up till like 2 o'clock in the morning with my husband, just, And I gotta log onto this computer, and I haven't been on my computer in a minute. I need to get back on my game, because that's the thing. Like, when me and my husband get together, I am so distracted. It's a good distraction, but nevertheless, I be distracted like a real bad. Oh, it's the last one. This has become my favorite tea. I can't even find it online.
Suddenly the things you once worried about seem so small, because nothing else matters, when your body or mind is screaming for help. Health isn't just something you have, it's everything. It's the ability to wake up and feel alive, to move freely, to laugh without pain, to breathe without struggle. But we take it for granted, don't we? Until it's gone, we don't truly understand how precious it is.
I just had the best therapy session with my therapist. It was so good. It was so good. Again, I'm always surprised with how it seems like before I start my sessions, like, I really don't feel like talking and I don't want to do any therapy. But after, when it's over, when it's all said and done, by far, I start to feel amazing. Like, I'm just in a really good space right now, and I know I owe a lot of it to him. He tells me all the time, like, I put in the work, like, you did the work, it's because of you that is the reason why you feel so great. I'm just glad that it's working. When I was talking to my therapist, he encouraged me to kind of, I guess, like, have like a little support group here. He kind of encouraged that. He was like, you're very resilient. You've been through a lot, and maybe you have something that can help somebody else. Maybe you can help somebody else with your experience. For anybody that's struggling like with anxiety, depression, PTSD, especially PTSD, maybe I can help you guys overcome some of your difficulties. Maybe just for like a day, I can help you with some tools that you can use, to make you feel better. It may not help for a long period of time, but maybe it can help for a short period of time. Because anytime you have PTSD, anxiety, and depression, those types of things, anytime you have that, it is a everyday, sometimes it can be an everyday struggle, It's not something that just kind of just goes away and kind of come back, So I'll give you an example. for myself, when President Trump got back into office, yeah, it set me back mentally. You know, I started to feel PTSD. I was triggered. The reason why I was triggered was because a lot of things that I dealt with the first time that he was in office, I was reminded of it again when he got back into office, you know. So not only, this is his second term. So the first term, we already know how that went. And this isn't the video for the people who felt like they had a good experience with him. You know, everybody experiences different. Everybody has different experiences, you know. I had a supervisor one time. I'll tell you this before I get on to the other point. But I had a supervisor who was a Hispanic. Was he Mexican? He was like half Mexican, half white. But he did not like President Obama at all. And he let it be known to everybody at work that he hated him. And he hated him so much. I remember when Obama won, I was happy. I was really, really happy. But this guy who was a psychologist at the time was very upset. And he was like, he came to work, he was dressed in all black. And I remember him saying that the country is doomed. Everything, because he was so upset. He was in his office with the lights closed. With the lights off, door closed. And he was so upset. And he told me he didn't like Obama. And he felt like the country was, the country had went to shit, is how he felt. Well, for some people, they feel that way about Trump. And I want you to know that if you feel that way about him, it's okay to feel that way. It's okay. So this video is not specifically for people who are having a good time right now. This video is really for people that are kind of going through it and need some motivation and some help. So now that you know that this guy is a trigger for you, what do you do to get through this? You know? So we can look at like the first thing that we can do. We can minimize our news intake. We can say we're not going to watch news every day. We can say we're going to watch news like twice a week, just to quickly catch up and see what's going on. Now, what you might also want to consider is you might want to limit just social media in general, because there's a lot that's shared on Instagram, there's a lot that's shared on Facebook, and then there's a lot that's shared on TikTok. You need to minimize those resources as well. You also may want to stay away from people who have negative thinking. So yesterday when I went to go get my hair done, not my therapist, but my hairstylist, who sometimes is my therapist. So my hairstylist was telling me about a customer that she had. And the customer, it's not that she was pro-Trump or anything like that, but she was making some good points about why she felt like tariffs would be good, you know? So, and that made me really think about something. And that's what I really want to share with you guys, is that people who are for Trump, they can make a good debate about why they are for Trump. People that are against Trump can also make a good debate. That's why they're against him. So there are pros and cons to both sides. There are truths and non-truths on both sides, you know? And when you have something like social media and you have something like just too many resources coming to you all the time, it can affect the way you think. So therefore, I'm recommending you limit your intake on all news and social media. We already knew that, right? So you got to replace that with something. What are you going to replace that with? You can exercise. You can read. You can paint. You can draw. You can decorate. You can go dance. There are so many other things. You can go for a walk. There are things that you can do to minimize the effects of that. When you are being active, you are actually giving yourself the energy to combat negativity. So when you're exercising, you're starting to get that good feeling. Like, I think it's like the runners. What is it called? It's this energy that you get. It usually happens to me like 15 minutes into like my walk. I get this runner's high. That's what it's called. Runner's high. I get this high and I start to feel so good. Nothing else matters to me. Because I'm feeling good right now. I can handle anything. So that's what you need to do. 30 minutes a day, you need to exercise for 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes to feel the effects of it. I recommend walking. You can run if you want to run, but I definitely recommend walking for 30 minutes every single day. All right. So now that we have exercising out the way, if you have to work, you got to do your job. So you got to go to work. Try to find 30 minutes within your day. If it's going to be before work or after work, try to fit the exercise in. If you don't work, here's where your day is going to get really, really interesting, because you're going to at least have one thing that you must do that day. One thing. I think sometimes we overtask ourselves and we try to have like a list of like all the things that we want to do. And we get upset when we're not able to complete that list. So I always have one thing that I'm going to do every day. Okay, so for today, for example, today it was to do a YouTube video. So I'm here, I'm talking to you guys. This is my one thing that I had to do. So if I do anything else, that's a plus. That's a plus, Now, I can also do it tomorrow. I can say, yeah, I would like to do the curtains today, but if I don't get around to doing the curtains today, they will get done before this week is up. And that's how you do that. It always keeps you busy, always keeps you looking forward to doing something every single day. You always have something that you need to do. Washing dishes, folding clothes, those things you might think that are mundane, and they are things that need to happen, but you got to look at the positives. Are you able to get these things done? Can you get these things done? Like, do you feel good, well enough to be able to get up out of your bed, take a shower, brush your teeth, do your hair, wash dishes, make a meal? If you can do that, guess what? That's really good too. There are some people that got up this morning and had to lay back down because they weren't feeling well. There are some people who are sick who can't get up and take care of themselves. So what you're going to do is you're going to get up, you're going to take care of yourself because you are able to. When you're ready, you need to focus on healthy eating. And what I mean by that is not so much like, I'm not going to say don't eat the chocolate cake, don't eat the barbecue potato chips, because I do. This is what I will say. Instead of having chocolate cake, I have Hershey Kisses. And whenever I feel like I need some chocolate, I just pop one or two in my mouth. And that usually like helps. Instead of like saying, I can't have any chips or whatever, I eat about five barbecue chips, and I'm pretty good. But I have them with like something else, like with a sandwich. You know what I mean? Instead of having a big Subway sandwich, have half of it. Just kind of be mindful of the things that you put in your mouth now. This morning I was like, yo, I want something for breakfast. I want something to eat for breakfast. But I know that I'm going to be eating kind of reckless because it's Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm going to be eating a little bit reckless later on. I decided that I was going to have a half a bowl of cereal. I had a banana this morning. And then I'm going to drink some tea. And then, what time is it? It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. After I do this, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to work out. After I work out, I will probably try to edit this video before tonight. And, yeah. And then by that time, it's time to cook dinner. It's time to eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about like filling up your day with activity so that you're not just bored and you're not just eating because you're bored. Yeah. I used to do a lot of like reckless eating. And what I meant by that was, what I mean is just eating because it's breakfast time. But I'm not necessarily hungry, but I just want to eat because it's breakfast time. Or, oh, it's lunchtime, so now I'm going to eat something really, really good for lunch, you know? Instead of saying, oh, it's lunchtime, but I don't know, let me get a half of a sandwich and some fruit. By all means, I don't feel like I'm starving at all. I just feel like I'm not overeating. I felt like I was, like now when I eat, I can tell like if I'm just eating because I'm just being greedy, or like if I'm really eating because I'm hungry. You know what I mean? Increase your water intake. When I went to go get my hair done yesterday, my stylist, she was like, "You're drinking water?" Yes, bitch, I'm drinking water. Since the Super Bowl doesn't start for another couple of hours, I have some time. And I'm going to go ahead and try to fix those curtains. Here's the material. This is a yard. And this only costs $40. I got it from Ballard Design, which is where I got the curtains from. So... and it only comes by the yard, so this is way more than enough that I need. You see what I'm saying? Like right there. I just need them to be a little bit longer so they can hit the floor. I'm not saying this is going to be perfect, right? But I'm going to cut 7 inches and I only need 2 inches, right? My hands are so dry. Possibly 3. By no means am I an expert. And then this is about 7, give or take. So while I was ironing, I discovered an easier way to do what I was doing. So, I'm not an expert. Let me just say that. I do what makes sense to me. And so while I was ironing, I went ahead and folded this down. I left this space right here like that. That's going to go on the back part. It makes sense to me. I only needed like 3 inches of material, the 3 inches that we need. Actually, the 2, yeah. It's gonna from there to there. It's gonna give me like 2.5 inches actually. You see how I have this little part right there? That is exactly what I am going to sew. Welcome back. It's a new day. I just had the contractors stop by. There were two of them. I needed to get an estimate for a couple of things, the staircase like we talked about, and the bookshelves. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm happy. It's so crazy because the guy was like, "What color are your cabinets? Are your kitchen cabinets?" And I was like so proud because because anytime a contractor like compliments me on anything that I do, yo, I love it because it lets me know that I did a good job. Last night I stayed up a little bit later because I watched the Super Bowl. And so in between watching the Super Bowl and doing these curtains some kind of way, I was able to finish it. This is what they look like. And here they are. They're touching the ground. Yeah, I think, I want to get rid of this carpet too. Ideally, I would just like hardwood to just go inside this room as well. But I have this big cabinet right there. And I'm like, it's just a lot to move that. So I don't want to be bothered with that right now. Yes. I'm happy. Let me show you guys what I got. I bought some things from this Black-owned business. And she's like, I wanted some of her herbal teas, right? So the tea that I have, it's here right here. This is called Sunshine Glow, Sunshine Skin Glow. I feel like my skin is a little dull, so I'm like, at this point in my life, I'm going to try it. Some of these teas, they talk about like how to relieve things like endometriosis, inflammation, fibroid pain. This video is not sponsored. Okay, so yes, may help with hair, nail, and skin growth as well. Yes, I feel like my skin is just kind of, it feels a little dry lately, and my hair is like thinning, and my nails are not an issue, but it's like, yeah, my hair is thinning. I'm getting older. What can I say? It's one of those things, right? Anyways, I can't remember what soap. This is Yanni soap, made with real fruit, all natural, made with love. Here's the soap. I have a habit of buying like homemade soaps and not using them. I have a bad habit of that. If you've been on my channel for a long time, it should not be a surprise to you that I bought some soap. Like, I am addicted to soaps. I do. When I go to Home Goods, what am I looking at? I'm always looking in the soap aisle. Also, this right here, Goddess Aphrodisiac Perfume. That's what it looks like. Let me see. It's got this cute little seal, made with love seal. But let's see. You know what? It doesn't smell bad. It actually smells pretty good. It actually smells pretty good. No. I'm liking this. Get that up in there. That smells real good. I can't explain the scent. It's like a fruity and floral, light floral but fruity fragrance. It smells so good. Ooh. Yep. All over the place. It smells good. All right. So I'm going to try this tonight. I ordered a couple things and they're here. The first one I was like, what is this? I forgot what it was. But I got some lipsticks from the Lip Bar. I'm excited about these. I think these are actually in Sephora as well. I think you can find them there too. So, I got Unimpressed, and I got Savage, and I got Commando. Look at that. The lipsticks. I need to take a break. I'm so excited about this piece of art, and it's taking me so long to unwrap it to where I'm like, what if when I unwrap it, I don't like it? Let me just calm down. Because I'm so excited about this. I can't even hardly open this thing. I've been waiting and waiting. Look at the beauty of that. So beautiful. I really do love it. I really do love it. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Look at that. It is beautiful. Look at the colors. Look at the colors on this. Shit, I love this. I could put it over here. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. I love this. I love it. Look, it has like a little thing on the back of it. Little. That is so gorgeous. Love it. I love it. That's pretty.